Sorry, I've just realized that all this time you could not hear me. Sorry. So basically what I was trying to say is this. What I was trying to say is that from this point we've seen price move up, down, up, and then it entered into some range, and then it broke above that range when it went above. So basically we didn't have only the range at the bottom, we also had this range at the top. So when the price broke above it, we are waiting for this retracement, which happened before there was this continuation to the upper side. So I mentioned this as the swing low, this level here as the swing low, and this as the swing high. Then you can see that the price actually pulled back up to 50% fib level, which is the correct place somebody could have taken a buy from. So if you were looking at this chart correctly, you actually could have taken a buy when this happened. When the price came back up to this point, this was the ideal place you could have taken a buy from. So with that position, expect price to buy around 50.0%. The price closed somewhere around 38.2. Then the next candle took price above 38.2. We expect the current candle to approach 23.6. So if it goes above, the next level we look at is the one at the top, which is this one here. This is the next place we want to look at, this resistance. So let's see what we have on the same chart, on the weekly chart. On the weekly, we had the same consolidation, but as you can see, this was a very good resistance here, a very good resistance, and then a very good resistance. There was that break, then the price came down almost up to slightly below, but then it couldn't sustain the move below. So after that, there was this move up, and then all that time we remained upward. So what this means is, basically, if you looked at the weekly chart or on the monthly chart, you have the same information. This is still a buy. On the weekly we had a buy, on the monthly, as we've seen, we still had a buy. So following this retracement, it came back up to 50.0. This was a good buy. So the previous candle, which was this, tried closing below, but then it came back above. The next candle opened almost around 50, took price up above 38.2, where we took a buy from this point. So we expect this move to take us up to this resistance around 23.6, where if it breaks beyond, we'll wait for retracement before we continue up. So that's what we expect to be happening. We expect price to retrace back down before it continues upwards. So as it is now, simply wait for price to break beyond, retrace back, and then continue up to the resistance which we have, which is around this level here. So we'll move forward to our next symbol. We'll look at Gazprom. So Gazprom, so far the same thing has been happening. There's not much information about this, but we can use our indicators to help us see it properly. We have this as the swing high, and this level, this is 272.991, and then you also have this level 106.77. So basically, this is the swing low, this is the support which was established in 2013, and then this the resistance which was established last year, 2019. And then we have these are some of the shapes which we've seen so far, and then we have the one at the bottom. Don't forget, we also have a shape inside another shape. So basically, this was like we had this shape inside the wider expanding wedge formation. Then the price continued up. There's that move, and then a retracement. There was this move up, and then a retracement. then there is this big move up, and then there is this retracement, then you have a big move, and then for the first time the price has pulled back way lower than we've seen in the past. So the price actually went up to 61.8% fib level, and this is a very good place where somebody could have actually taken a buy from. So for me, I had pending buy places in 3 places. I had a pending buy around 38.2% fib level. I also had a pending buy at 50.0% fib level, and then I also had a pending buy buy limit at 61.8% fib level. The price came up to this point, it stopped me, it came back the second time, it stopped me, and then it came back the third time, still in on this one. So I took the buy. I had my stop loss below this low. I expect this buy to continue up to 38.2, and that would happen if the price closes beyond this green line. If it goes up, we'll wait for a pullback and then a continuation, and then a correction, and then a continuation. So we had a buy, we are expecting a buy in the future, and we expect the same place to be a buy when the price goes above 23.6%. So basically these are the levels where we want price to get to. So if the price comes to any of these levels, that is, if it approaches the up one, we expect to continue up. If it breaks beyond, we expect it to continue up, and the ultimate place we expect it to go up to is the resistance that we have at the top, which is this one. So let's see what we have on the same chart on a lesser time frame, weekly chart. On the weekly chart, there's nothing much except the lines we